Creating and assigning activities on OpenOChem is relatively straightforward. Currently, this user, Jane Instructor, has no assigned activity. It would show up here on this tab. To assign an activity, you'd go to My Activities, and if you already had activities constructed or created, you can just click right here to assign them. So see, now when a student would log in, they would be able to attempt this assignment here. But let's unassign, and let's go back to My Activities, and let's create a new activity and assign it. So to do that, you click the Create Activity button. On the Create Activity page, there's a Settings and a Questions tab. On the Settings tab, you can set the various options. You'll learn more about these as you start to play with it. But we're going to share this one with other users. We can give it a description, so it's called a test activity. I don't know, 3. You can give a complete by date if you'd like, and the students have to complete it by a certain date, otherwise the activity would be closed. You can show the correct answers after the quiz or activity. There's actually 2 navigation modes. There's free navigation, and then there's sequential. In free navigation, the students are shown all the questions at once, and they can select and try different questions at free. And sequential is just kind of outlined as how we set the questions up over here in the Questions tab. Okay, and there's also some attempt settings. You can build on last attempt, or you can allow multiple attempts. If you do allow multiple attempts, then you need to choose how that grading is going to be done. Either average all the attempts or use the highest attempt grade. We're going to do a build on last here. Free navigation, let's just leave everything else the way it is, and let's go over to questions. On the questions page, there's 2 panes here. A question bank on the right side, and your questions in this particular activity on the left side. Let's open up Jane Instructor's category in the question bank, and let's drag and drop some questions over. Let's put a mechanism question in here as well, and let's put a multi-choice question in here. So we got 4 questions in our quiz. We set all our settings, so I can hit save now, and now you'll see my new test activity 3 is right here. You could preview this activity now if you'd like by clicking this info button here. You could copy activities with this button. You could assign this activity. Let's assign this activity. So now test activity 3 will be shown to the students when they log into this page. So as an example, I can switch to a student account here, and this is what a student would see. Unfortunately, I forgot to set this activity to open. It's actually closed right now, so the student can't attempt it. So if I log back in as Jane Instructor and go over to this activity, if I click on this little button right here, it opens that activity. So now when the student logs in, they can attempt the activity. Okay, so draw a cyclohexane. Let's give the wrong answer here. This looks like an elimination. It's a mechanism type problem. You'll see we used ChemDoodle this time instead of with like the EasyOChem questions. They used Marvin.js. So this takes some getting used to, but. And then the answer is red here. Let's save and finish attempts. So I've got this attempt in progress now. Remember, we did build on last, so if I do another continue attempt here, this particular student will just keep continuing with this particular attempt. So that's how you create an activity and assign an activity in OpenOChem.